it's Amy. Welcome back to Too Blessed. Today, I have a couple of things I wanted to share with you. Um, First of all, I wanted to share a little bit of an update as far as my health, and then I also have just a couple of items that I was going to share a little haul with you. And so I thought I would combine those into one video because by themselves, neither one would really make a complete video. First of all, to get started, um, I haven't made a video in a little while now, and that is because of some of the things I wanted to share in this update. Life has been a little hectic lately, the past couple of weeks. As you can see behind me, I still have my Christmas decorations up because we have just been so busy. I have not had time, and I have not had the energy, I'll be honest, to get them taken down. So I am enjoying them. The lights are on. I'm gonna just keep enjoying them for a while. Um, so most of you know that I had started dialysis back in November, and it wasn't necessarily going great. I was dealing with some side effects and just the extreme fatigue that comes from dialysis. And um, I don't know how much I had shared about this, but we were having some difficulties with transportation to dialysis and all of that. So they had approached us with the idea of doing home dialysis, and we were pretty excited about that. So it all happened kind of suddenly. They presented us with the idea, and then all of a sudden it was like, okay, you're going to start. So we didn't really have a lot of time to prepare ourselves or anything like that. So we started training actually the week of Christmas. We started the day after Christmas. We did 3 days that week. And then the week of New Year's, we did 4 days that week. And then after that, they came and brought all of the equipment to our house. And we started continuing the training actually in our home. So we did that all of last week. And then now this is Tuesday. I think today is the 14th. If I might be off on the date, but today is Tuesday. So we did 4 days last week, and then we did Monday yesterday. So right now we are doing Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. And our understanding is that when we get finished with the training, which we've still got a couple of weeks, when we're finished with that and we are on our own doing the dialysis, our understanding is that it may be 5 days a week that we do it. Now, everything we were told about home dialysis, we were told that it would be so much better. It would offer us a lot more flexibility, that I would feel better, and and all of these various things. And when the idea was presented to us and the information that we received was that the dialysis treatments at home would be something like 1 to 2 hours a day, and then like we knew it would be 5 days a week, but we were under the impression that it would be shorter treatments and then spread out over the week. What we are finding out is that the treatments are not much shorter, actually. So when I went to the clinic, I was going 3 days a week, and they were 4-hour treatments at a time. Right now, we are doing 4 days a week, but the treatments are still 3 hours and sometimes have even been closer to 4 hours. So we are struggling a bit with doing it at home because of that. Because I can't do the dialysis on my own. I have to have someone with me, so my husband has to be there with me. Right now, he's been going through all of this training with me, which is why they actually started it at Christmas, because he had some time off work, and we were able to dedicate a lot more time to the training. So he has to be with me because there's always something that could go wrong, There's complications that come up. My blood pressure can drop really low. It actually did that last night. It dropped pretty low. So you can't just do the dialysis at home yourself. You have to have someone with you. So when I do these 3-hour treatments, my husband has to be there. And with his schedule, like right now when he works, he gets home about 5:30, and we basically start the treatment as soon as he gets home. And last night we got done about 10 o'clock. So it's, for us, it's eating up a lot of time. And if we're going to have to do it 5 days a week, we're not sure how that's going to work out for us. Because evenings are when we tend to be able to usually get out of the house, maybe run errands, do grocery shopping, and things like that. Plus, we try to be really active in church, and our church and many other churches in our area will hold special meetings during the week, in the evenings. And my husband always loves going to those, and right now that's going to restrict him. He's not going to be able to do that. And so we've been kind of going back and forth on this whole home dialysis versus clinic dialysis. So nothing's been decided. We haven't decided one way or the other, really. We don't know how it's all going to work out. He does tend to, a few times a year at work, he tends to have a period where he has to work 7 days a week. And a lot of times during those periods, he also has to work much longer hours. I mean, he can be gone 14 hours a day sometimes. So if that would happen, which it probably is going to in a few months, maybe March or April, I will have to, at least temporarily, go back to the dialysis clinic because he just won't have the time, because the treatments are 3 hours, but there's also quite a bit of work involved with setting up the equipment, and then at the end of the treatment with taking it all back apart, cleaning everything, that all has to be done each time. So it's a lot more involved than just even the 3-hour treatment. So we're just trying to work through it and see what's going to happen. So we are not sure that we're going to continue with the home dialysis, or we're not sure if we're going to go back to the clinic. We just don't know right now. So that is the most recent update. And in fact, with doing the home dialysis so far, we haven't noticed a positive impact on my general health. In fact, with the home treatments, I've been having, actually, I would say, even more side effects or complications than I was having when I was in the clinic. So that's another thing that may weigh our decision one way or the other. So I will keep you updated when we know a little bit more. And then, like I said, I've got just a couple of items I wanted to share with you really quick in a little haul. Nothing super exciting, but I thought they were cute, so I thought I would share them. So the first couple items are thrifted items. The first one is this candelabra. It is actually wood, and actually I think maybe parts of it are metal. Like it feels like this little part here is metal, but a lot of it is just wood. And somebody painted it white and then added these little gold bands, and I'm going to end up painting it in some way. I'm not sure how I'm going to paint it yet, but mostly because, for one thing, the white is in pretty bad condition. It's got lots of chipping and little like chunks taken out of it. But this was only $2.50. So I knew I could do something with that. And then we went just this past weekend? Yes, just this past weekend. We were thrifting. Now that candelabra I had actually bought, if you watched my last thrift haul after Christmas, I had bought that one at that time, and we left it in the car, and I had kind of forgotten about it. So I just kind of came across it, and I decided I would throw it in here. These items that I'm going to show you, we went this past weekend, and a couple of the stores had all of their remaining Christmas items like 90% off. So I found another picture frame, and this one actually is the same style as the one I shared in my last haul that said Christmas 2011. This one just says joy, and it's blue, and it's the same style. And that other one was still in the package, and it was from Kohl's, and it originally had been $19.99. So I'm pretty sure this one would be the same. This one they had marked for $3, and it was, no, this store was 75% off. I think I said 90%, but this was 75%. So it was marked $3, so I got it for 75 cents. But I just thought that was really pretty. It's blue. It's got a blue edge, and then it just says joy at the top. Really, really pretty. And then at the same store, I found this, which is actually a stocking hanger. You can see it's got the hook there. I'm actually not going to use it for Christmas because to me, that's not necessarily a Christmas design. So I want to try to use this. I'm not sure if I'm going to use it on my mantle, maybe on top of one of the bookcases, but I thought it would be nice because I could hang like a garland from it, you know, maybe loop a garland in the middle or something like that. But this was originally from Hobby Lobby. It still has the tag on it. It was from Christmas 2006, and it was $12.99. They had it priced for $4, so 75% off, I got it for $1. And I just think it's really, really pretty. So I was excited about that. And then just one more thrifted item. I found this one, and it's not a Christmas item. It wasn't, you know, marked down or anything like that. But it was only $2, and it's this candle holder. And I just thought it was such an interesting shape. And it's got the part at the top so it could hold like a taper, or you could set even a bigger candle on there, I think. So I loved the shape of it, and I loved the color of it, sort of like a brushed silver kind of color. So love, love that. And then I just have a couple items of clothing that I wanted to show you. And these were not thrifted. These are actually new items, which I rarely buy. I hardly ever buy new items of clothing. But they were on clearance. At least the first two were on clearance. So the first one I'm going to show you is this, which it's going to look just like a black polo shirt, if that shows up for you, but it is actually a dress, and I love it. So the reason I wanted to show you these clothes is I have been toying with the idea of creating like a capsule wardrobe. I've actually thought about it for years. I used to have a book. I was looking for it to see if I could show it to you guys. I know I still have it somewhere, but I couldn't find it. But I had a book that was from, it must have been like the early 80s, and it talked about capsule wardrobes. And so I've had that book for a long time, and I had always thought about doing it and just kind of hesitated, but now I am really leaning towards the idea of that again. And I've kind of been inspired by Hillary at Old World Home, if you've ever seen any of her videos. She talks about her sort of capsule wardrobe, but she has like a minimal wardrobe. And when I saw this dress, it reminded me of her because she loves having like little basic dresses like this, and then dress it up with a scarf or a vest or a little cardigan. And we have very similar styles because I love cardigans and vests and things like that. So I have a lot of cardigans and like the flowy kind of jackets and stuff like that. So I thought a nice basic dress like this, I can really do a lot with it. The best part is this dress was $15.99, and it was actually 50% off. So I got it for $8, and I thought that was excellent for a dress. So I was really excited to find that. The second item that I wanted to show you is actually the top that I'm wearing right now. And it has these really cute ruffles on the sleeves. I'm a huge fan of ruffles. I don't really know why, but I have tons of clothing with ruffles. And so this came from Walmart, and it was on clearance. It wasn't huge clearance because I think the original price was like $9.99, and it was on clearance for $7. But I thought $7 was pretty good for a top. It's nice and long. And the thing I liked about it the most is that it is long sleeves, but the fabric is really light. So I think I will be able to wear this for much longer than just winter since it's a lighter fabric. So I was really happy to find this one. So what I'm kind of concentrating on now when I'm looking at clothing is I want to get really classic, like basic pieces like this black dress. I tend to, I've noticed in the clothes that I own already, the ones I gravitate towards to wear, especially for like my skirts, which if you don't know, I do wear just skirts and dresses. I don't wear pants. But when the ones that I gravitate towards the most are just those basics, like a denim skirt, a jean skirt, maybe a khaki skirt. Those are the ones that I tend to find myself wearing the most. So I want to concentrate on finding those types of items and then get some cute shirts like this and that's what will sort of change it up a little bit. So I also have one other dress that I wanted to share with you that I bought. And I thought it was going to be here by now, but when I went to check, I bought it online. When I went to check, they said it's not even going to be shipped until January 25th, and I wasn't aware of that. Honestly, if I had known that, I might not have bought it because it's kind of a wintry dress, I think. So, you know, by the time I get it in February, I'm not going to have a lot of time left in the year where I'll be able to wear it, but it is what it is. So I'm going to insert a picture of it here. And as you can see, it has ruffles. So I thought that was really cute. Again, it's kind of a basic, simple dress, but then I can add things to it to kind of dress it up a little bit. And in the picture, it showed the length as being above the knee, but I'm quite short, so I know that that's going to be a good bit longer on me. I think they had said the model was like 5'7". Well, I'm 5'3", so it's going to be 4 inches longer on me than it was on her. So, and that's kind of the length I prefer. I prefer to have it be below my knee most of the time. So those are all of the items that I wanted to share with you and update you on what was happening. So I just want to say thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next video.